coaches in the postseason, and you can see the rest of the starting lineup. Ross Clark is in there. Gerson, Mangelhaus, Illich, Gabriel, McLaren, Garcia, Montoro, and Miguel Fernandez. There you have the starters for the Vikings. Both these teams are in the postseason, or in the national tournament. Both of these teams will play next Saturday. The Vikings will host here, and Baker, I believe, will be hosting as well. So they're both in, and we have seen a few changes because of that. For Baker and for head coach Nate Hauser, Nick Riggle will be his keeper tonight. Riggle, 6'5" senior out of Olathe. Patrick Uwankanda will start for the Vikings. He is the junior out of Ashford, England. So Riggle and Aaron Kunda are the goalies. The Vikings are in their orange jerseys with the white shorts, and the Baker Wildcats in their deep blue. Blue and orange are the color, deep blue orange in color, and orange the colors of the Baker Wildcats. So this match is underway, and again, both teams are in the national tournament, which begins next Saturday. So, no, not a meaningless contest. We'll talk to both coaches in a moment. Not meaningless at all. Once you get on this pitch, you want to go ahead and win yourself the postseason. The Vikings are the regular season champs, and they would love nothing more than to add the postseason to that as well, as we are underway. In that 2-1 win by Valley, Clayton Souza had the other goal for the Vikings, and Joseph Houlihan had the goal for the Wildcats. Baker defeated Culver Stockton and CMU to get here, while Valley defeated Mount Mercy and Mid-America Nazarene. Glad you can be with us, whether you're rooting for the Wildcats tonight or rooting for the Vikings. Well, we've had some good matches between these two schools, and of course, last Saturday on this field, what a football game we had as the Vikings defeated then number 2 Baker 27-22. The Wildcats dropped to number 7. They'll wrap up their season at Evangel tomorrow. And if they win and the Vikings can knock off Mid-America Nazarene, we'll have a 3-way tie in the South, but that's football for tomorrow. Good save by Nick Riggle. In goal, he is out of Olathe, 6'5", wears green. And the same for Patrick Iron Kunda, who is in goal for the Vikings tonight. 2-1 the last time these teams met on this same field, and it was an interesting contest. The Vikings that day, or that evening, could have gone anywhere from 1st to 6th in the standings in this very difficult Heart of America Conference. So these two teams finishing 1 and 2, and they come through the postseason to meet again. It's quite a tribute to both coaches and to both of these teams. Just underway, here's McLaren for the Vikings. They work that far side. Mangelhaus. A cold night. Temperature is expected to drop into the 20s by early morning. And let's see, the game time temperature, or match time temperature, 34 degrees. Here's Gabriel with it. Wendell Gabriel. Push it to the right side. And coming out to get it will be Riggle. We'll take a look at the stats for these two goalkeepers. And by the way, as we go along in this first half, we'll hear from both coaches as well. For Valley, Aaron Kunda has started 17 of the 19 matches, or 17 of the 23 matches. He's given up 11 goals. The Vikings, as a team, have given up 14 goals while scoring 47. For Baker, Riggle, this is his third start. He has not given up a goal. And the Wildcats, as a team, have scored 46 and given up just 17. McLaren with to Montoro. Back to Clark. Clark on the near side here. The Vikings use their speed. They like to use the cross field passes and use that speed. And they'll send a lot of deep balls as they do here. Gabriel trying to catch up to that one. Does. Has a defender there. Nice move. He'll turn, shoot, and it's knocked down. And a good save by Riggle. A good job by Gabriel. Good job by Riggle. As he played the angle. And as Gabriel let it fly with the left foot, he was able to knock that one down and then quickly pounced on it. This one sent all the way in. McLaren. Off to Illich. Now to Clark. Illich, of course, the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. Uros Illich. This one goes high in the air. Nobody can get to it. Tom Sharp and also Clark went for the header. Neither one was able to come up with it. Baker with possession. Here is Clark up that right side. Wildcats keep it in. Again, it's Clark. Sends it out to the middle, but McLaren is there. Postseason championship match. Again, both teams are already in the national tournament. I believe both teams will host next week, next Saturday. Baker Wildcat football team with a win tomorrow. They'll be playing somewhere next week. If they win tomorrow, I'm sure it'll be a home contest for the Wildcats as well. If they beat Evangel, they'll just have the one loss. Throw in coming here for Baker. Wildcats try to send it up their left side. Now the Vikings have it. McLaren pushing through a couple of the Wildcats. Left side. Off to Gabriel. Gabriel, good quick move. Double teamed and tries to send it through the double team. It's still loose. Vikings trying to keep it in. And the Baker in, and they are. Here's Clark. Goes back to the middle to Montoro. This one in, and it rolls right to Riggle. He's able to handle that one quite easily. Riggle will send this one into the Viking end. By the way, next Saturday we will have the Viking soccer match for you on the Viking Sports Network. I believe it's a 2 o'clock start. And good luck to Brett Holt and his volleyball squad. They go to Des Moines tomorrow to take on Grandview. That's a 5 o'clock start. They're in. Grandview and the Vikings are both in the National Volleyball Tournament. They'll play their first match next. Look out, one of the Wildcats slips on the track down here. Hope he's going to be okay. That's Aaron Bowers. He's still slow to get up. He'll be all right, we hope. Slow to get up, but he is up and back on the field. New artificial turf here. But anyway, both the Grandview and the Viking volleyball teams are in the national tournament. The Vikings might get to host next Saturday, and if they did, that'd be a 7 o'clock start. But we'll know that Monday morning when the pairings are announced. Illich had it momentarily. Vikings sent it up the right side. Now back to McLaren. McLaren trying to get it to Clark, and it's knocked away by one of the Wildcats. Women's team had a good run for Valley. Lost a tough one, 1-0 at Benedictine on Wednesday night. I'll tell you, I don't know if, well, some of you may have watched, but Wednesday night, the volleyball match against Central Methodist went 5 sets. Here's a pass left side. Vikings keep it in, trying to center it out in front and get a left foot on it, but it hits one of the football uprights, the right upright on the football goal posts, and goes out. But that was a 5-set match. Vikings won the first, CMU 2 and 3. Vikings came from behind to win 4 and then won the fifth 21-19. And Grandview had already won, so everyone knew that that fifth set was for a trip to the national tournament. And it went back and forth, and I think there were 9 lead changes in the fifth set alone. Vikings trailed at one time 14-12, but CMU couldn't put it away, and the Vikings end up winning it on a kill by Lauren Eldridge. The first time ever the Missouri Valley College women's volleyball team will participate in the national tournament. Thirty-four and a half minutes to go in this first half, no score. Throw-in coming here for Bowers. Aaron Bowers, he's on the Lee Summit. Few fans have braved the cold, quite a few behind the Viking bench, and I see a few Baker fans here behind their bench as well on this cold night. In Missouri, it's also football night, quarterfinal night. Some teams are playing tomorrow. I know a couple games are going on tonight. Here's Gabriel using that speed, gets through a defender, but the Wildcats are there. Now it goes off the chest of Logan Murphy. And the Vikings fight for possession. Long pass, is that going to be ruled onside? It is. Vikings get back defensively, however. And they'll send this back to Aaron Kunda. Aaron Kunda moves it to about midfield. And off to McLaren. Vikings, Clark, and one of the Wildcats collide. That was Thomas Sharp. So Andrew Dowdy, DeSoto, Kansas, will send it in. Nate Hauser, 10th year as the coach of the Wildcats, and also this year was named the athletic director of the Wildcats. Austin Johanni in the starting lineup tonight, senior defenseman. Throw-in coming for the Wildcats. No score, worth the 32.5-minute mark left here in the first half. Postseason tournament championship match. Here's the throw-in for the Wildcats. Good throw-in all the way to the middle of the field. And the Vikings will clear it. Headed right back by the Wildcats. So here come the Vikings. Get it to the middle. Clark sends it back to McLaren. McLaren in the middle. Tries to get through a couple of defenders. And they'll turn and fire one. Picked up by Riggle. No problem with that one. 31 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Couple goals tonight. Well, number one is to win the match and win the postseason. Megalhaus is down. And he gets back up. He was down momentarily. That's number one tonight, is to win the match. Number two is don't get anybody hurt. This one goes out in front of the Baker bench. And we welcome all of you viewing tonight, whether you're rooting for the Vikings or the Wildcats. And technically, this is the first night that we have joined the Stretch Internet for our video. We all have used that service for audio for the last 12 years or so, but tonight we've also joined the Stretch Internet for our video. And we have been busy this week. Soccer Tuesday night had the volleyball match. Full house. McLaren has his shot blocked. Full house at the Burns Center. There wasn't an empty seat, and standing room only for that volleyball match. And then women's basketball last night. Men's basketball starts at 7:30 tonight against Hannibal LaGrange at the Burns Center. And, of course, this match going on. And the Viking football team will wrap up their season tomorrow in Olathe against Mid-American Nazarene. That's an early game, 11 o'clock. We'll be on the air, audio only on the Viking Sports Network, movell.edu, and also on KMMO Radio at 10:30 tomorrow morning or shortly thereafter. Under 30 minutes to go, 29 minutes to go in the half, no score. Brandon Milburn tied up with Pedro Garcia on the far side. Vikings keep it in. If they can't get a good clean shot on goal. So Nick Riggle will have the goal kick, as the Vikings could not really get a good shot on it, even though they were able to keep it in, as you can see as you saw on the replay. Here's Riggle. Sends it to midfield, headed back. No score in this one in the postseason conference championship match. Two very good coaches, Vladimir Simic and Nate Hauser. The Wildcats trying to get possession here. While we watch the action, let you in on our visit we had with Coach Hauser earlier. Wildcats joins us, and Coach, first of all, congratulations on a great season, and you know you're in the national tournament. It's a good feeling, right?
It's a great feeling, especially coming out of this crazy conference with all the good teams. It's an honor to get to represent them, and it'll be a lot of fun to compete tonight.
I was talking to Coach Simic about it, and says, you know, both teams are in, but you still kind of like to get that postseason trophy, wouldn't you?
For sure, there's a little pride, and there's a little something special every time we play, you know. And I gave Coach a little trouble. I say he took the lead by a game in our all-time series, so I told him I'm after him tonight to get back to 500.
Now you ended the regular season here, and Missouri Valley won that match, but that was a crazy night. Valley could have anywhere from the number one spot all the way to 6th, depending on what happened. That's how crazy this conference is in men's soccer.
It's incredible the amount of quality, and I think you're seeing it here in the postseason as we're having to deal with injuries, and we're having to deal with how we really mix our team and find out what depth really means to each of us.
Coach, your players know you're in the national tournament. What do you do to motivate them for tonight's game? I guess once they get on the pitch, they're going to play, right?
Absolutely. Anytime there's a championship, there's a trophy on the line, you know, and bragging rights and a little pride. I mean, you're gonna see their best, and we expect to see the best from the Vikings as well.
And I'll tell you what, in this, as we said, in this conference, who knows how many teams are going to get in, but you're all well deserving. This has to be the best conference in the country. Wouldn't you agree in any eye?
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you have 6 top 25 teams for 3 or 4 weeks, yeah. I think that sends a message. And as I talk to coaches around the country, you know, they're quick to say, we can't believe what you guys do week in and week out. And so I really hope we can get to a point where the two of us can really show off, you know, in this first round of the national tournament and let people know that it is for real.
Hey, congratulations. You're also the athletic director now. Where do you find time for all this?
I don't. No more sleep. No sleeping allowed. But it's a lot of fun being an alum and having the opportunity to to lead our athletic department and I think push us in a few different directions is a great challenge, and I love it every day.
You know, I think Baker and Missouri Valley, we compete in a lot of different sports, but it's good competition. I think these two schools have been in this conference since the beginning, and it's a good rivalry, isn't it?
Oh, it has been. I mean, Mo Valley, we've taken turns breaking each other's hearts since at least 1990 and a little bit before then. So, no, it's great, and to come to a place where you get, respect, you get a great game, and you get some champions of character type stuff, it's special.
And there you go. As we were visiting with the coach, Nate Hauser, the Vikings get their first goal of the night, and that is Peter Yakovu with the goal tonight. Yakovu, number 15, out of Manchester, England, and he getting a start, his second straight start, and he gets the goal. So the Vikings go up 1-0 on the Yakovu goal. Again, he is out of Manchester, England, and the Vikings take the early lead tonight by the score of 1-0 on the goal by Yakovu. Let's check his numbers out. On the season for Yakovu, that's it. That's his first goal. He's had one assist. So, young man in postseason action gets his first goal, and the Vikings lead at 1-0 here with 25 minutes to go in the first half. And the Vikings have possession again. Valley won the regular season. And that night, October 28th, when they defeated Baker, that was could have, depending on what happened that day, if they had lost, they could have dropped all the way to 6th. But as it is 1-0, Vikings tonight, Yakovu with a goal. And here come the Wildcats. They'll send this one in. And it's headed away by the Vikings. Still loose out in front. Now Valley will get control of it. Try to send it all the way up to Gabriel. Here's Illich on the attack. It hits the heel of one of the Viking, his teammates, I believe. Now the Vikings are slowed up just a bit as Gabriel working that left side. He gets by a defender. Nice move. And now it's knocked away as the defensive help comes in, and they'll slide and send it out. 1-0, Vikings with a lead. Under 24 minutes to go in this first half. Well, you think we'll get another goal? Let's we go to another interview. Let's try it. Yeah, I had a chance also to visit with Vladimir Simic for a minute. Here's McLaren out front. Vikings really going to work now. It's taken away by the Wildcats, and they'll bring it up their left side. Had a chance to visit with Vladimir Simic before the match. Vladimir Simic joins us before this championship match, and Coach, congratulations! Won the regular season. Now a chance to win the postseason tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think we did well in the postseason. Managed the players not to get as many injuries and cards. So hopefully, we'll stay the same in the final tonight, and we can be ready for the first round of nationals next weekend. So.
Kind of nice to know that you're already in the nationals before your match even starts.
Yes, both teams are in, and hopefully we'll be smart, and hopefully we don't make any mistakes that would affect our game on the 18th.
Let's talk about the semifinal match with Mid-American Nazarene. Kind of interesting. You had 2 penalty kicks in the last couple of minutes.
That was interesting, and I don't know if those penalties were penalties, but you know how it goes. So I mean, I guess we got lucky at the end. But it was a openly even match.
Claude, you've been able to play a lot of different people in these three postseason matches, and that's good, isn't it?
I mean, that's good, like I said, for the team management and trying to be ready for the first conference game. Oh, I mean, sorry, national game.
Jurgen Kunda will start in goal tonight. He's the third one you started in the 3.
Yeah, he's back in a goal, and then we'll have a couple more changes in the starting lineup, and hopefully those guys will produce tonight.
All right, Coach, in a week from Saturday, we'll be back here at 2 in the afternoon, I think. So looking forward to tonight and next week.
Looking forward. Let's take care of business tonight and get ready for the game on Saturday.
There you go, Vladimir Simic. So you heard from both coaches tonight. The Wildcats are going to go to their bench. Corey Mitchell getting ready to check in. Also, Alex Brivik will come in, as will Jordan Gomez-Nix, and Blake Levine will all be checking in for Coach Nate Hauser. 1-0. Vikings with the lead. Here's one sent in toward Aaron Kunda, and he goes up and bats it away. And quickly Gabriel on the run up the left side. Gabriel back to the middle. Long pass. Headed away. Good defense by Johanni. 1-0. Vikings again on the attack. Here's Illich. Illich had the game winner. They get it to him. Illich tries to split a double team, and he is tripped inside the 18-yard box, but we play on. Now battle for possession. The Vikings had it momentarily. You can see on the replay, Illich was there. They were just going after the ball. The Vikings were hoping to get the penalty, and not the case. Winding down to the 20-minute mark of the first half. All right, saying it'll be Bowers. This one goes to Aaron Kunda, who goes to his right to come up with it. And he'll get it to Clark. Clark up that left side. Gives it there to Gabriel. Gabriel double, triple teamed and knocked out by one of the Wildcats. Coming into the match, the Vikings are 14-2-3. Baker 15-3-2. Very quality teams, quality programs. Here's the throw in by the Vikings with their 1-0 lead. They battle for possession, and this one comes up and will go out at midfield. Handled there by Gomez Nix as he's ready to check in. Well, here comes Valley again, and once again it's Yukova who had the first goal. Vikings send it across. They will have possession. Gabriel. Gabriel has it about 20 yards out. He was tripped. And it was close. But Gabriel will have it about 20 yards out. Baker sets up the wall in front of him. Here he comes. Fires it. And it's knocked away by Riggle. Good save. Gabriel sent it. Tried to go in the lower right side, and Riggle able to knock it away. Good play. Kept it low to the turf. 1-0, 18 minutes to go, first half. Here's Illich. Illich had that penalty kick with 12 seconds to go to beat Mid-America Nazarene. Now the Vikings will keep it in. Here's Clark. Off to Gabriel. Gabriel, and that one rolls out. And one of the Vikings is down. And back up. That's Gabriel, I believe. So here is Garcia with the left foot. Sends it out in front. And another nice save by Riggle. He had to dive to his right to make the save. Vikings couldn't head it, but someone got a foot on it, and Riggle had to sort through all those bodies, and he found it. Now the corner coming from Garcia. He'll send it out in front, headed up and over the top of the net. Winding down to 6 minutes to go in the half on this cold night. I was going to say chilly, but it's cold. It's temperatures in the 30s. Vikings with yet another corner. This one headed again up and over the top. Now the officials are going to get together. 15 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Vikings leading 1-0 on the goal by Yakovu. And let's see, the Vikes are going to go to their bench as well, and Dominic Newton comes in, as is Sergio Toro. So Newton and Toro back in. Now the referee's going to come over and say something to Vladimir Simic. And Nate Hauser walking that way. All right, we're back in action. Valley leading 1-0. Trying to win the postseason tournament. They were the number 1 seed in the regular season. Here's Dowdy. Gets it in. Then that was Slaven Vascalo, who's also checked in now. McLaren sends it to midfield, but the Wildcats able to control it there. Wildcats will send this one in. Battle for possession in midfield. Vikings trying to go on the attack, and the Wildcats doing a good job of playing defense. Here's Pascallo, and this one sent out. 14 minutes to go, first half. Clark will have the throw in. Basketball just getting started, or should be momentarily, at the Burns Center. The Hannibal LaGrange Trojans, the opponent for the 4-0 Vikings. Here's a shot, goes up over the top. We saw that, didn't we, in the Mount Mercy contest with late in that one. Went high and got through Hernandez somehow. This time, the 6'5". Riggle was backing up me, was waiting for that one, but went over the net, top of the 8-foot-tall net. So Riggle trying to get it to midfield. Now McLaren with the left foot sends it back. McLaren battling for position, the E strip. He was battling with Aaron Bowers. So possession to the Wildcats here. They trail 1-0. 12 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Wildcats will have possession. Under 12 minutes to go in the half. This one headed away by the Vikings to try to clear it. And the Wildcats trying to keep it in. The Viking end. Good job taking it away from Valley, and here come the Vikings. They'll send it up that left side, and it'll go out right in front of Nate Hauser. Throw in by Clark to Illich. Illich back to Clark. They'll send it all the way back to Aaron Kunda. Up the right side. Under 11 minutes to go now in the half. Wildcats possession. Winding down to the 10-minute mark of the first half, and the Vikings leading 1-0 on the goal. The first goal of the year by Yakovu. Battle for possession there, and the Vikings, Sergio Toro, can't come up with it. What you don't want tonight is a couple of yellow cards. Both these teams are in the national tournament. You want to win. You want to win the postseason. But you want to, that's one of your goals, but you also want to focus on being ready next Saturday, opening round of the national tournament. The pairings will officially be announced on Monday. Football, I think it's a 4 o'clock show on the internet on NAI. You'll stream that to find out where the football teams are going. Kind of strange the Viking football team will not be in the playoffs this year. Get it to Wriggle. Well, one of the Vikings was closing fast, and that was Toro. Vikings pushing it, trying to push it up the left side. Wriggle. I believe it was his third start and goal. Has not given up a goal in his other previous appearances. Yeah, it's his first start. He's appeared in two other matches, but this is his first start. And he trails 1-0. That was the only goal he's given up this year. Good job by the Vikings. They keep it alive. Pascalo. Now it's, as he tries to send it in with the left foot, it's knocked away. 7:55 to go in the first half. Well, the Vikes will have the corner here. Leading to 1-0, and with the corner will be Pascalo. Sends it in with the left foot. It's in front, knocked away by Wriggle, still loose. Vikings will send it in again. Now it's finally cleared by the Wildcats. And this one's sent into the Wildcat bench. Clark will have the throw in to McLaren, back to Clark. Now they'll send this one to Bascalo, trying to sneak it through the defense and get it to Toro, but the Wildcats were there. McLaren trying to keep it in right in front of the Baker bench, unable to do so. Under 7 minutes to go in this first half, and checking in, Austin Halsey out of Topeka. He'll come in for the Wildcats. Throw in coming for Valley here, and it's headed out by Gomez Nix. Clark will have the throw. McLaren tries to sneak it through a couple of defenders, unable to do so. Under 6 minutes to go now in this first half. 1-0, Vikings with the lead. We're in the championship match of the Heart of America Conference postseason tournament. Here's Clark. And this one sent to McLaren. McLaren to Newton. Dominic lost it. Wildcats try to attack. Knocked down by McLaren. And he takes a tumble. He's back up and all right. Here's Newton trying to get it to the center of the field. This is the first match you've watched here. This is brand new turf this year at Missouri Valley College. They took the old turf and made another practice field out of it. Understand the Wildcats are going to get new turf as well. I was talking to the football coach, Mike Grosner, last week, and I understand, if I understood him correctly, new turf coming to the football field at Baker as well after the season comes to an end. We're down to the 4-minute, winding down to the 4-minute mark of the first half. This pass goes to the right side. The Wildcats trying to keep it in there. Send one out in front, and it goes right to Irankunda. Irankunda will take his time at the 4-minute mark. Send with the left foot, and Irankunda was right there. Here come the Wildcats trying to stay on side, and they do. Trying to get through a couple defenders. It's still loose out in front, still. Wildcats still have possession. Here's a shot, and Irankunda moves to his right, goes to a knee, and makes the save. Good job by the Wildcats keeping it in. There's the shot. Irankunda had to go down and save it to his right. Vikings would like to have this 1-0 lead at the break. Wildcats would like to tie it up late. Wildcats still with possession. That was Alex Brivik. Now this goes out right at the Viking bench. And the throw-in will come from Gomez Nix. Now the Vikings fight for possession. And that is Toro who gets it. Ooh, big collision. at midfield. Referee said, no, let's play on. That was Bascalo who took that brunt of that. He's up and all right. He'll send it to McLaren. Big Jim. Left side to Newton. Newton slips, and it'll be cleared out by the Wildcats. 2 minutes to go, first half. Here come the Vikings again, though, on the attack. They'll send one in with the left foot, and it goes up and over the top. Riggle had a pretty good angle on it anyway, and it went high. So down to 90 seconds remaining in this first half. This one headed away. Let's see if the Wildcats have one more run in them here in the half. And the Vikings just send it out. I take time off that clock. Throw in, they quickly get it into Dowdy. And now back to Levine. 1 minute to go in the half. Back to Aaron Kunda. He'll slow things up. Takes a look at the scoreboard. Now picks it up. And he'll dribble it a couple times. In absolute no hurry whatsoever. Sends this one into the Baker end of the field. This will go out. Again, the Vikings just take it all the time. They know that they just soon get to halftime with that 1-0 lead. McLaren down to 19 seconds to go. Off to Newton. Newton gets through a double team, and this one's going to go out, and that may just about do it for the first half. Vikings lead it 1-0 on the goal by Yakovu, his first goal of the season. And we're at the half in this championship game of the Heart of America Conference postseason tournament. And the Vikings lead it over the Wildcats 1-0. We're ready for the second half of this Heart of America Conference postseason tournament championship match between the Missouri Valley College Vikings and the Baker Wildcats. The Vikings have a 1-0 lead on the first goal of the year by Peter Yakovu. And that has been it. Again, both of these teams are in the national tournament. So congratulations to these two, and we'll find out Sunday, but I guess, well, the official announcement will be made Monday as to who they will play and who else in the Heart of America Conference will make it into the postseason. Don't forget, volleyball team tomorrow night, 5 o'clock in Des Moines against Grandview. Both those teams are in the National Volleyball Tournament. First time ever for the Viking women. Great job by Brett Holt, Tamika Drake, and those young ladies on that team. Boy, that was fun Wednesday night. A jam gymnasium at the Burns Center. There wasn't an empty seat, standing room only for that match with CMU. And the Vikings won it in 5. And the fifth went 21-19. 1-0 Vikings. Glad you can be with us viewing the action tonight. Whether you're rooting for the Vikings or the Wildcats, two excellent programs, two super coaches. Vladimir Simic named the Coach of the Year for the 4th time. And Nate Hauser in his 10th year. He is a graduate of Baker University, played some professional soccer, and is now the coach and AD at Baker University in Baldwin City. Just underway in the second half. Corey Mitchell out of Lee Summit in the second half is Coach Hauser. A lot of different people coming in. I would imagine Vlad's going to do the same thing, or has been doing the same thing. Vladi brought in a lot of new people. In fact, this is the 3rd goaltender he's used in this tournament. Saying it in will be Levine. Levine did not start. Came in late in the first half. Sends it all the way in, headed out. Ball goes out on the far side, right in front of the Malcolm Center for Student Life. And Aaron Kunda, young man out of Ashford, England, will put it in play. With the goal kick. And he belts it to about midfield. Headed by one of the Vikings. I think the possession will be to the Wildcats here. As they're looking for the tying goal. Hardy fans here tonight, all bundled up in blankets, stocking caps, scarves, winter coats. Yeah, it's winter. Well, it's not winter, but it sure feels like it tonight. I understand it's supposed to warm up next week and then cool down again. Here's Magelhaus will have the throw in. And this goes out. Here's Vladi Simic. Luka Glusevich in for Valley now. McLaren sends it in. Well, if the Vikes could get another goal, that would be huge against this Baker squad. It was 2-1 last time they played on October 28th. That game had a lot of meaning. Vikings that night could have, well, with a loss, dropped all the way to 6th, but they won it 2-1. Montoro had the header to win it. This one out in front, knocked away. Vikings trying to keep the pressure on here. Send this one in. And once again, with the left foot, one of the Wildcats sends it out near the Viking bench. Magelhaus will throw it in. As Glusevich hands him the ball. Just underway in the second half. Vikings will have possession here. Glusevich will put it in play from the right side. And someone got a head on it, but it went over the top. As you can see, Glusevich with the left foot put it right there, and it was headed. That may have been Illich. That was Illich. But it just went up and above the net. Vikings have that solid defensive wall back there. Now they get it up ahead, and coming out of goal and making the play is Riggle, as Wendell Gabriel was closing in on him. Wildcats with possession, down by a goal. And the Vikings will take it away. And one of the Vikings is down back at the 40-yard line. Didn't see what happened there. That is Ross Clark. And he is up. We will be here next Saturday, 2 o'clock, as the Vikings will participate in the first round of the national tournament and win. You head to Daytona Beach. That's incentive enough for both of these squads to win, right? In Baldwin City, if they have a home match, which I think they do, and then also here, win them both and go to the beach. And good luck to these two programs, and of course anyone else who gets in from the Heart of America Conference. Wish them all the best. All right, Magelhaus tosses it in to Glusevich. Now back to Magelhaus. Glusevich at midfield. Trying to take it away from him was Levine, and Levine gets the job done. Sends it up the left side, and they'll send one in, and it's diving in front is Aaron Kunda to come up with that one. Corey Mitchell sent a pass in front. No one was there. And Aaron Kunda, not taking any chances, came out. Well, there was. If he doesn't come in, Levine was closing in a hurry. So good play by Aaron Kunda. All goes out. 37 minutes to go here in this match. And the throw-in is coming from Jake Moore. And once again, the Vikings and Magelhaus just heads it out. Out in front, knocked away. The Wildcats try to keep it in. That one goes off of McLaren. So here's the throw in for the Wildcats. Valley up 1-0 in this postseason championship match. Still 36 minutes to go. Battle for possession at midfield. Let's see, I think the Vikings are going to get it. Glusevich will work the far side now. Back to Glusevich with the left foot, sends it up the left side. And ball is out in front. It's knocked away. And Riggle thought there should have been a penalty. Let's see what the call is going to be here. Riggle came out. He collided with one of the Vikings. The ball rolled in front and was knocked away. Riggle comes out, and there was contact. And then it goes in front, and Jake Moore calmly sent it out. So the Vikings will get the penalty kick. Trying to go up 2-1. Here's Illich. Illich against Riggle, as the contact was in the 18-yard box. So Illich now will try to make it 2-0. Here he comes against Riggle. And sends it in left side 2-0. That was a big one for the Vikings. They're up 2-0 now as they get the penalty kick. So it's 2-0 Vikings with 35 minutes to go. Yeah, that's a big one. Riggle came out and made contact. And that was the PK, and Illich gets the goal. For Illich, that is his 5th goal of the season. 2-0. Like you said, the Vikings are a nice clean match, and they'd like to not only win the regular season, but the postseason as well. Vikings are ranked 4th, Baker 5th in the nation. Valley won the regular season match 2-1. They're up here 2-0. Here with the throw-in is going to be Johanning. Out in front, and they try the bicycle kick, doesn't go, and the Vikings now will clear it. And they'll clear it in front of the Baker bench. Hey, Coach Hauser saying something to Jake Moore. Hey, we don't need a yellow here. One of the Vikings is down right in front of the 18-yard, or right in the middle. And that's what you worry about if indeed it is an injury. Gabriel will come back in, Wendell Gabriel. But again, both teams are already in the national tournament. I did not see what happened in front. That stops the clock with 34:41 remaining. Now we'll take a look. Ooh, got kicked in the head, whoever that is. And it was not intentional, but as Blake Levine went to try to, as I mentioned, try to almost a bicycle-like kick, he kicked him right in the head, and I think that is, let's wait and see who that is. Yeah, as Levine went to in front, almost looked like he was trying to bicycle-like kick, and he went up. You can see on the replay, he went up, and he kicked him right in the head. It is McLaren, James McLaren out of Luton, England. That's what Vladi Simic worried about is, an injury of some kind. McLaren is up, and he may have a bloody nose. At least that may be the case. He's going to check out now. And back in for Valley, Yakovu, young man who scored the only goal of this match. And again, it was not deliberate. Levine was just going for the ball and got McLaren. So he'll come out. Yakovu's back in, and that probably will be it for, well, I don't know. McLaren, we'll see. All right, we're ready to get back into action. Boy, he took a shot right to the right side of the head. All right, here come the Wildcats. They quickly try to get it in front, and it's knocked away by the Vikings. Clayton Souza ready to come in for Valley, or getting ready to come in. 34 minutes to go in this championship match of the Heart of America Conference postseason tournament. A little of the drama taken out of it since the Vikings and the Wildcats are already both in the national tournament. Here's a corner for the Wildcats. Trailing 2-0. And this one out in front. Oh, they missed the header on it, and the Vikings headed away. Right side, Wildcats trying to keep it in. Baker University in Baldwin City, Kansas. Beautiful campus. We kind of like our campus here, too. Good schools, good rivalry, good friendly rivalry. Very competitive rivalry between these two schools in most athletic events. McLaren is still standing there talking to the trainers at midfield. Here's a long pass. Gabriel trying to get to it, and he does. On the left side, trying to get by the defender. He slips, he goes down, and now he is rolling around in front of the 18-yard box. And he's holding his right leg, right ankle. Let's see what happened to him. He went down. He may have been stepped on his right ankle, and he is in some pain there. And again, that is just what Coach Simic did not want to happen in this match. Now Wendell's up. He's up. I think he'll be all right here. We'll find out. Two nothing. Vikings with the lead. Valley, look at that. Valley has outshot Baker 13-2. Wow. 13-2 differences in shots. All right, here come the Vikes, leading 2-0 with 32 and a half minutes to go. And I think Gabriel's going to come out. Yeah, he'll come out. Kind of favoring that ankle a little bit. No, he'll come out for a moment. All right, here we go. Here's Illich. Sends it in, scores again. And it's 3-0, and the Vikings are close to putting this one away. There is Illich with his second goal of the night. This one with the right foot, put it right into the left corner of the net, right by Riggle. Now, Riggle, again, is not the starting goalie most of the time for the Wildcats. It's 3-0 now. So the Vikings in great shape. Illich has 2 goals tonight. And the Vikings up 3-0. 32 minutes remaining. Now the Vikings display some defense. Up 3-0. Vlada, I'm sure, will be going to his bench some more now, too. Gabriel back in. As the Wildcats, Jake Moore in front of the Viking bench. If the Vikes hold on and win this, they would go to 15-2-3 on the year as they head into national tournament action, and Baker would fall to 15-4-2 as they head into national tournament play. And both of these teams are built to make a deep run in the postseason. I don't think there's any question about that. Gusevich. Wildcats send it all the way in here, and Kunda will watch this one go out, and Levine was trying to sneak in there, and Aaron Kunda kind of blocked him out and allowed that one to go out. Now the Viking fans were here as Illich comes out, and the fans behind the Viking bench shouting MVP. 2 goals tonight for Illich. Vladi will start going to that bench now. His team in great shape to win both the regular season and the Heart of America Conference postseason tournament as Illich puts the parka on and sits down at the end of the bench. Vikings have the 3-goal lead. Here's the Wildcats out in front. It's blocked by the Vikings. And here comes Alley. Here come the Vikings again, try to get it all the way down to Gabriel, and he fights for possession of that one. Under 30 minutes to go now. Wildcats with possession. They'll send it to their right side, headed away by Valley. And now here come the Vikings. One of the Vikings is down on the far side. That is Clark, Ross Clark. So Ross Clark is down. Under 29 minutes to go. Vikings taking their time here. Clock moving on this cold night. Gotta love this Missouri weather. First part of the year we're 100 and some degrees and you're trying to broadcast, and now tonight in the 30s. Pedro Garcia will come in, and Gabriel's going to leave. Vikings over the Wildcats 3-0. .29 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. Now they're trying to get the clock. Correct. 28 minutes, 31 seconds. Fans saying, come on, let's go. It's 3-0. Let's play. There you go. He showed the clock, and it is correct. Thank you very much. Now we play on. Men's basketball team playing in the Burns Center tonight. They're taking on Hannibal LaGrange. That game probably at halftime. Magalhaes up to Martoro. Vikings in the Baker zone. Here's a shot and a good save by Riggle. Clark sent that one in, and the shot was taken by Souza. This one headed out. Vikings going to keep this in. Good job by Magalhaes. Crowd enjoying it. They're cold. They're trying to keep warm. Vikings will have possession. A lot of the fans, and that's a good crowd behind the Viking bench. They're all standing. Gluszewicz puts it in play. Pass down the left side. Vikings trying to hold it in there. And getting ready to come in for the Wildcats will be Aaron Bowers. Aaron, a 6'1" junior on the Lee Summit. Here come the Vikes up 3-0. They'll send this one in, and the pass goes in front. Nobody there. But Valley keeping the pressure on. Now Magalhaes again. Martoro with the left foot. Headed away by the Wildcats. And send it deep right side. Clark's over there. All the way back to Irankunda. Again, the Vikings will play the first round of the national tournament here at 2 o'clock next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. You can see that action on the Viking Sports Network. And possibly we'll have a volleyball match that evening at 7. We'll have to wait and see how those pairings come out. The announcement will be made Monday morning. .25 minutes to go in this one, and right now Valley in control 3-0. This one goes out. Gluszewicz hits the turf. He's up. Throwing to come for Aaron Bowers here. Here's the throw in by Bowers. fans behind that Viking bench having some fun. The Baker parents and fans are bundled up. It's cold. Clark will send it all the way back to Irankunda. Irankunda had someone right with him, and now Vikings almost gave that one up. But they're able to maintain possession. Whoop. Here's one-on-one. Here's the shot, and Baker gets a goal. A bad pass by the Vikings, and that set up the goal for the Wildcats, and it's 3-1. So 3-1. A bad pass by the Vikings. Montoro just missed the pass. Or they tried to send it back to Irankunda, and it was taken away, and the shot by Levine is good. So Levine gets the goal, and it's 3-1. Wildcats trying to fight back into this one. For Blake Levine, that is his 9th goal of the year. That ties him with Joseph Houlihan for the lead for the Wildcats. 3-1. And Levine goes in, takes the ball out of the net, brings it back to midfield. So 3-1. That was not a very good exchange by the Vikings there. Glusevich sends it in. It's headed out. Vikings still with a 2-goal lead, but still 23 minutes to go. This one is blocked by the Wildcats. Here comes Levine again, pushing that one up the left side. Well, he has some speed, and he'll keep it in play. Send it toward the goal again. It's knocked away by the Vikings, but now all of a sudden the Wildcats playing with a little sense of urgency here. Vikings had that big lead, and still a 2-goal lead, but Wildcats thinking we can get another one here. Make this a game, make it a contest here. Throw in coming from Aaron Bowers. And he'll send it out in front. Vikings get to it, head it away. Now Valley wants to go on the attack. Good. Baker, a little more aggressive right now. McLaren sends it up the right side. Under 22 minutes remaining. And that's going to be clearly offside, as Corey Mitchell was offside. Blake Levine didn't like the call. Mitchell tried to wait, but was ruled offside. Here's the throw in by the Vikings. Get it out in front. Vikes working their left side. McLaren. Montoro. Vikings keeping it in. Nice passing here. Magalhaes gives it over to Garcia. Now back to Magalhaes, right side. He'll send it in, and Vikings will try to keep it in, and they do. Trying to get that goal back. Here's a shot, and this one high and wide to the left, off the left foot of Glusevich. 20 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Riggle. He's been in goal the entire match, his first start of the year. Vikings almost gave up another one as Aaron Kunda has to come way out. Vikings not very crisp with their passing right now. That was fortunate that wasn't another goal. Under 20 minutes left. Vikes may don't start celebrating quite yet. This Baker team is battling. Give it up to Megalhaus. Megalhaus right side. Gives it back to Garcia. Garcia pushes it. Tries to get through a couple of defenders. Knocked away by the Wildcats. Here's McLaren. McLaren. Good move by Garcia. Now he has a bump knocked away from him by Jake Moore. Now the Vikings get it right back. Yakovu. Under 19 minutes to go. The Wildcats need 2 goals to tie. Here's Levine. He'll put it in play from midfield. Pedro DeMello ready to come in. DeMello out of Brazil. And it looks like Brandon Milburn ready to come in for the Wildcats. That one goes to Aaron Kunda. He goes up, grabs it. Now he's down. He's just laying there waiting for everybody to clear. I thought for a minute he was going to stay down. Midfield, the Vikings trying to regain that momentum. The Wildcats scored, and here come the Vikings. A good chance for a score. Knocked away nicely by the Wildcats. Vikings almost had a good chance there. That's Jake Moore. Clock still moving. But to get another goal by the Wildcats, they could make this very interesting. Vikings kind of the momentum to the Wildcats. They're really pushing it right now. With 17 minutes remaining, they need 2 goals. Again, both these teams are already in the national tournament, and both will be hosting next Saturday. But the postseason tournament championship on the line. The Vikings won the regular season title. They did that with a 2-1 win over Baker. Now they lead 3-1 over Baker. These are the number 1 and 2 seeds. Vikings are ranked 4th, and the Wildcats number 5 in the country. Coach Nate Hauser not happy with the official. Garcia. Here come the Vikings. There's a shot and it goes wide right. And coming in for Valley now will be DeMello. Pedro DeMello. Fifth, 16 minutes to go in this one. And the Vikings have a 3-1 lead. Again, if Baker could score early in the next few minutes, it'd be a heck of a game. Here's Levine. He has the goal for the Wildcats. And he'll send it in. Wildcats try to keep it in front, and the Vikings will clear it. Clear it all the way down the left side. And back out in front. Here's a shot. Oh, man, what a nice pass. And the Vikings just sent it over the top. Man, that was a nice pass. The left foot back out to the middle. And I think it was Magalhaus, I believe, with the shot. That was DeMello with the shot. Limping a little bit is Galindo, Carlos Galindo. And he's being helped down, and that'll stop the clock. 15 minutes to go. Ooh, and I'll tell you what, he is reaching to the back of his right leg, and let's hope that's not a hamstring or something by Galindo. The Wildcats certainly could not afford to lose him when we get ready for tournament play. He's walking off all right. It may just be a little tender. They're going to keep him out. Corbin Warner will come in. So he might have a hamstring injury, and that would not be good news for the Wildcats heading into the national tournament next week. All right. Under 15 minutes to go now. Vikings still up 3-1. Garcia, nice footwork. And the crowd applauding that. Garcia working against Warner. And Garcia goes down. Vikes will have possession, clock moving. They're in no hurry, leading 3-1. Gert Bell will come in for the Vikings. And coming in for the Wildcats, Logan Murphy. Levine, he's tripped. Wildcats will have possession. They want to score a couple more times. Even though they know they're already in a national tournament, once you get out there, they want to win this one. Take home the hardware. All right, here comes Murphy. And for the Vikings, Bell will come in. 13 minutes left in this championship match. Send this one in, and it's handled by Aaron Kunda. Vikings comfortably ahead, but again, if the Wildcats would get one in here in the next few minutes, it'd be very interesting. And that is the Wildcat plan, I'm sure. Here's Garcia. Battle for possession. They let him play on here as a couple of bodies hit the turf. Long pass in. Levine is after it, and it's knocked out by McLaren, and then he kind of gives Levine a little shove. What you do not want is get a yellow card here. Levine's down. He's back up. Levine out of Overland Park. Good player. Senior, 5'9". All right, here comes the throw in. And it's headed, stays in. As the Wildcats able to keep it in. Now on the far side, the Vikings will send it out. Vikings are less than 12 minutes away from being the regular season champs and holding serve, if you will, on all three matches at home in the postseason tournament. They got here with a 3-2 win over Mid-America Nazarene. The Wildcats 1-0 over CMU. Who else is going to make the tournament? We'll find out And the pairings are made Monday morning. I know on the women's side, CMU is in, and either Benedictine or Graceland. They'll play tomorrow night for the other automatic berth on the women's side. In volleyball, Grandview and the Vikings are in for sure. They'll play tomorrow night for the postseason championship in Des Moines, 5 o'clock. Garcia with the left foot. Down the right side, a little pushing going on. Both teams a little chippy. Here's Levine, and he can't control it. And it's back to McLaren, and he'll send it back to Irukunda. Irukunda, and pick it up, gives it back to McLaren. McLaren up that right side. Gets by one defender, then sends it out. Magelhaus can't keep it in. And Levine will have the throw in. Right in front of his own bench. In it comes to Warner. Warner trying to keep possession. Now it's headed back into the Viking zone to Levine. And this one sent in. McLaren's back there. And McLaren hits that one off of one of the, I believe that's off Aaron Bowers. So the Vikings will get it. Under 10 minutes to go now. Leading by 2 goals, and now that time will fly by as far as the Wildcats are concerned. And the Vikings will be in absolutely no hurry. Battle for possession right down in front of us. The Vikings do bring it up to Garcia. Garcia on the right side. Garcia trying to get around. Good move. He's right side. Will send it out in front. He scores! Oh, what a move by Garcia. Well, that put it away. 4-1. Garcia brought it up the right side. He just kept going, and then he found the left corner. Good move by Garcia. Good footwork. One-on-one move. He turns and he shot it right by, and it hits in the left corner. Right by Riggle. It's 4-1, and well, that'll seal it. The Vikings are going to win the regular season and also going to be the champions in the postseason. What a goal by Garcia. Nice job. Now here's a trip. But it's 4-1. The Viking offense exploding here in the second half of 3 goals. And they are getting ready. Vlade has to be pleased with what he's seen tonight as this team gets ready for the national tournament. Remember, 2 years ago, this Viking team made it all the way to the semifinals. And this team has a lot of speed. All right. After the trip, the Levine will have it for the Wildcats with 8:24 to go, and he sends this one high, hits the crossbar, or rather hits one of the uprights of the football goalposts. Eight minutes remaining, and the Vikings are going to, well, in all likelihood now, win this one. And again, we'll be here 2 o'clock. Tomorrow, we wrap up the football season on KMMO Radio and also on the Viking Sports Network, movell.edu. Audio only from Olathe, Mid-American Nazarene, and the Vikings. It's the early game. We'll have the pregame for you right around 10:30. Irukunda checks out. Hernandez is in at goal. David Hernandez comes in for the final 7 minutes. And the Vikings winning the regular season title and also the postseason title. They get set They'll be 15-2-3. Baker will fall to 15-4-2. Both teams again going to the national tournament. Here's another shot. This one goes wide left. Under 7 minutes to go now. Nick Riggle has been in goal, the backup, throughout the evening. That shot was taken by Bell. Now Hernandez will get his first work of the evening as that one comes back to him. He had a tremendous save in the penalty kicks against Mount Mercy in the first round. Vikings won that in PKs 4-1. So tonight belongs to the Vikings. They're in it. Baker's in it. 6 minutes to go, and the Vikings will be crowned the postseason champs as well as regular season. Back to Hernandez. To McLaren. Magalhaes. Home field, home court advantage, so important. Here's Warner. That one is sent out right north of the Baker bench. 5.5 minutes to go. Here's a throw in. And the Vikings will send that one out. Halftime of the men's basketball game, Hannibal LaGrange has a 40-29 lead over the Vikings. 40-29. And, well, an update on that. Midway through the second half, the Vikings trailing Hannibal LaGrange 50-46. Vikings are 4-0, but Hannibal LaGrange up 50-46 midway through the second half. Here with under 5 minutes to go, the Vikings lead 4-1 on their way to a postseason conference tournament crown, the number 1 seed. Give it back to Hernandez. 4.5 minutes to go now. Goals tonight by Yakovu. That was 1-0 at the half. 2 second half goals by Illich, and then Garcia with the 4th goal. For the Wildcats, the only goal came off the foot of Blake Levine, his 9th of the year. Under 4 minutes left. Again, let me remind you, tomorrow, football, and then we're going to take a few days off. We have had a busy, busy week on the Viking Sports Network. And then a week from Saturday, a week from tomorrow, we'll have for sure soccer and possibly volleyball as well. Vikings in front now 60-55 with 6 minutes to go in the Burns Center against Hannibal LaGrange. Throw in, headed out. 3:24 to go now. As the Vikings are closing in on a postseason conference championship. Three minutes left. Vikings taking their time. Hernandez in goal. In no hurry now. Up 4-1, very comfortable lead. Sent down the right side, and they give it back to Hernandez, and he takes care of that one. 3 minutes. Or excuse me, 2 minutes to go. I can't read the clock. 2 minutes to go. And the Vikings are going to wrap up pretty good regular and postseason heading into the national tournament. 15-2-3. And their second win in a couple of weeks over these Baker Wildcats. Here come the Vikings, 3-on-1. They'll send it in. It's onside. Here's the shot, and there's another goal. It's 5-1. So the Vikings, little statement here. Good 3-on-1. Souza made the nice pass, and Fernandez took his time and put it in the right side. Fifth goal for the Vikings. And with 1:48 to go, it's now 5-1. 4 second-half goals by this Valley team. The Vikings, the number 4 team in the country, Baker number 5. They should both get pretty good draws next Saturday. 1:23 and counting. And you may be able to hear the fans behind the Viking bench. They're having some fun now. And they'll all be back here next Saturday when the Vikings host a first-round game at 2 o'clock. We're down to a minute. Montoro with it. Sends it in left side. Vikings looking again to put the pressure on. Good footwork. Sent away by the Wildcats. Vikings keep it in, however. As winding this one down now. This one goes out right in front of the Viking bench. So the Vikes winning the regular season and the postseason tournament. Baker number 2 in both departments. And as I mentioned several times, both teams headed to the national tournament. First round games will be next Saturday. Hernandez with it as we wrap up the final few seconds of a very successful regular season and postseason for the Missouri Valley College Vikings. Here's a shot that goes wide left, and that will be the last shot of this match. 5-1, Vikings win it. 2 o'clock next Saturday, first round national tournament action, and we will have it for you on the Viking Sports Network. Chaz Maddie, our entire crew, impressive win tonight for the Vikings as they win the regular season and also win the postseason. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, Human Service Division of Missouri Valley College for the private use of the audience. Any retransmission or the use of the content of the broadcast without the express written consent of Missouri Valley College is prohibited. Transportation considerations provided by Elmer Hereford. In fact, I'm in a Ford from Elmer Hereford this evening. Joe and I will be taking it to Olathe for football tomorrow. When we go on the road, we go on the Ford from Elmer Hereford in Marshall. 5-1. Congratulations, Missouri Valley College, regular season, postseason champs in the Heart of America Conference. For Chaz Maddie and his entire crew, I'm Ken Cuiava. Good night from Marshall.